Today we are doing lesson 13. It's contractions. It's on page 44 of your light unit. So this lesson is something that you probably already know. It's when we put two words together to make them shorter, and when we stick them together, we usually replace the missing words with the apostrophe. So let's just go ahead and practice. If I put together it is and smush them together, I replace the I with the apostrophe to make it shorter, and it's its. Have not turns into haven't. Will not turns into won't. Let's see right here. Won't. And let's keep going. Mary is marries. We will, we'll. 1997 can even be shortened with the apostrophe if we take out the 19 in front of it to 97. So remember that contractions are used only in informal writing and speaking. Do not use contractions in formal writing, such as reports or even business letters. So let's go ahead, and I want you to practice doing those contractions, and when you press play, you'll be able to correct them. Notice how I wrote all the answers right here, but I didn't do the contractions quite yet. I kind of smushed those words together because I just wanted to model how I figure out contractions. We are. If I get rid of that A, it turns into we're. There is. Get rid of that I. Theirs. Would have. Get rid of that HA. Would have. I am. Get rid of that A apostrophe. I'm. They have. Get rid of that HA. They've. Are not. Get rid of that O, put in an apostrophe, aren't. 1994 gets shortened down to 94. Joel is Joel's. He will, he'll. That will, that'll. 1960, 60. Who is, whose. So very clearly you can see how contractions are mushing two words together because we're that lazy and we want to make things that much shorter. So we're just smushing them together. We're usually taking out a chunk of words and replacing it with an apostrophe. Of course, that exception is will not, and that becomes won't, which doesn't necessarily follow this rule, but it does make it shorter. The rest is we remember stuff, so go ahead and try your best, and it will get corrected on Tuesday. Remember, we are doing notebook checks. I'm going to go ahead and throw in a secret word here. So now if you mention this secret word, which is bananas, then you will get a +1 or maybe even a raffle ticket for candy. Woohoo! So we like those secret words, banana. The last thing I'll help you do today is a diagramming. Number 20, it has something that looks kind of like this. Here it doesn't want us to make up a sentence. It's just wanting to know, what do we usually diagram in this spot? And because the diagram is small, it has those nice little blanks that you could fill it in. So the very first thing that we ask is, who or what is the sentence about? And we put it right here. We call this the subject. B, the next thing we do is we look for the verb. Verbs could be action, or they could be state of being or linking, but here, because we see the line tip backwards, we know it has to be an equal, a linking verb, because the subject equals what's over here in the predicate, and that gives us the hint as to what C is. If the subject equals a predicate, then it could be two things. It could be the predicate adjective, or the predicate nominative, otherwise known as the predicate noun. For D, I have something that modifies my subject. Anything that modifies a noun or pronoun has got to be what? An adjective. E is I have now a word that modifies my adjective. What could modify an adjective? An adverb. And F, did you say prepositional phrase? Here's the preposition and here's the object of the preposition. And since this is only one thing, I could put it's a prepositional phrase. So there you have it.